for the council meeting of March 10th, 19th. Place right hand of your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll for the agencies?
Yes, Mayor. Quorum is present for the City Council, Successor Agency, and Housing Authority.
Any persons present that wish to address the City Council, Successor Agency, or Housing Authority on any item on today's agenda may do so at this time.
Excuse me, Mayor, we'd like to pull an item.
Okay, which item is that?
Item number 5 on the consent calendar.
Item number 5 is pulled off consent. Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Move allow payment.
Madam Clerk,
Council members, Successor Agency members, and Housing Authority members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
aye. Consent calendar items with the exception of item number 5, 3 through 11.
And
And 2 also, Mayor?
two will be pulled and moved to the
Okay,
end.
it's pulled on the agenda.
Okay, 3 through 11, so moved.
Second. Madam Clerk,
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
aye. It says here we have to vote on 2 separately. So the staff report references a resolution, and there is no resolution. So we'll have to move to approve the license agreement and authorize the mayor to execute on behalf of the City Council. Would you call item 2?
Staff report recommending approval of a trademark license agreement with United States Census 2020 to use the 2020 Census logo.
Move approval.
Second.
Is that moving 1 and 2?
There's only one.
No, it's 1 and 2.
Do we-
I move items 1 and 2.
Second.
Madam Clerk,
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
aye. DR1,
Staff report recommending adoption of a resolution establishing a new investment committee and dissolving the prior investment committee.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk,
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
aye. DR2,
Staff report recommending adoption of a resolution amending the annual capital improvement plan budget for fiscal year 2019-2020 for budget adjustments needed due to scheduling changes and/or additional proposed capital improvement projects.
hold on 1 second. Did we do 2, you guys? We did 1.
Yeah,
so
we
this
did
is
one.
DR3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Mayor.
okay, so we'll vote on DR3. Is there
So
a,
moved.
Madam Clerk?
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. DR2 now.
Staff report recommending approval of an exclusive negotiating agreement between the city and 317 La Brea LLC.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. DR4 and CSA2.
Staff report recommending approval of additional recognized obligation payment schedules funds of $1,154,668 to close out of Century Boulevard Mobility Improvement Project number P212 Phase 1.
Move approval.
Madam Clerk?
Council members and successor agency members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
Aye. A1.
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports.
CM1.
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports.
CC1.
Mayor, no reports at this time.
CT1. No treasurer.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to revisit DR1. That's the appointments to individuals to serve on this investment committee, and it's one representative being you, the mayor, and one representative being the city council member.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'd like to nominate and recommend Councilman Eloy Morales Jr. to serve.
He didn't remember your name.
I almost said Padilla.
I'll second that. Madam Clerk?
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla. Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Any persons wish to address the City Council on any item, any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered may do so at this time. Sir. Okay.
Top to bottom. For me, one of the most important issues in Inglewood is for Mr. Balmer to purchase the forum. That would save a ton of money with lawyers. And I really believe Mr. Balmer's heart is in the right place for Inglewood. Hopefully, he'll even change the name from, I wouldn't care if it was the Bombers. I don't appreciate the name of an old slave ship. Basically, that's what's most important for me right now. Eventually, I'll make comments on the school district. And could also include what Microsoft can do with the school district.
Thank you, sir. With that, we'll close public comment. Are there any council comments? Councilman
Mayor?
Dotson, District 1.
Thank you. I don't really have that much to say. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Always does do me good when I see people coming and listen to what we have to say. So I would like to just ask you if you would close the meeting in memory of Ethel Reed, and a very good block club member. So close the meeting in honor of Ethel Reed.
I will, sir. Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Great, thank you, Mayor. So just want to thank all the folks that came out this past last Friday. We kicked off the weekend. We did the grand opening, the ribbon cutting for the Jack in the Box over at 1220 Centinela. It was a great success. A lot of community members were out there. I want to thank Mr. Chris Jackson and all of his staff for helping us get to that point and working with the owner, Wilfredo Herrera. So they had folks there from their corporate office, and so they truly enjoyed the experience, working with your office. So, Mr. Jackson, thank you for that, and I want to thank the mayor and Councilman Morales for coming out to kick that event off. So that's actually Wilfredo on the right, and but it was a really a fun event, was had by all. Then on the following day, matter of fact, there's the Chamber of Commerce, and it's we have really got a very good chamber here in the city of Inglewood, and when we have these ribbon cuttings, they take it to the next level. So now we have folks from other cities that have come down to see how our chamber does their ribbon cutting, and they want to take it back because now they actually roll out the red carpet and all that stuff. So it really makes it for a great community event, and it lets the businesses know we appreciate them being a part of our Chamber of Commerce. And then the following day on Saturday, I want to thank Brian Walker and Crystal. I think Crystal, are you here, Crystal? Yeah, there you are. Thank you. Our folks came out from emergency operations, and Brian's right back there. So thank you, Brian. They also had representatives from the LA City Public Health. Mayor Butts was there as well. And we did a presentation, and we covered the coronavirus. And man, I got to tell you, these presenters did an outstanding job. I had so many people come to me after that meeting to say, man, you made us feel more, at ease, even though it's a big thing, the coronavirus. But folks, knowledge is important. And so to have people from the Department of LA City Public Health there to answer and be straight with these folks really meant a lot. And so also they covered earthquake preparedness, disaster preparedness. It was supposed to be an hour and a half. It took 2 hours to do these presentations. So a huge thank you to Brian and Crystal for putting this together. The mayor and I on Saturday also went to the JROTC to present them with a check, $2,500 check by the Ensbury Group, real estate company. and they wanted, and there's the JROTC, Mr. Ensbury wanted to donate to a youth organization to help them do what they need to do to be a success. And it was really nice to see all these young high school kids from Inglewood High School that were there on Saturday and to present them with the check. So again, we're in good hands. I always say our future is bright. We have young men and women in our school district that are just doing a fabulous job and getting educated. So with that, thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you. Councilman Franklin, District 4.
Yes, I want to personally thank Mr. Artie Fields on sending me a notification regarding a special document you received involving the coronavirus issue. We got a special notice from the county health department. You provided us detailed information in which I sent it out through email blast. The coronavirus is a no joke, and that we need to take the necessary steps needed in order to precaution both your family, friends, and loved ones. And yes, just be safe in that regard. Mayor, I also ask that you close the meeting in honor of Wayma Loretta Daniels. She's a longtime District 4 resident that has passed on, a staunch member of Second Mount Nebo Missionary Baptist Church, and she's the co-founder with her sister of starting the daycare at that church since 1977. Finally, Mayor and Council, I just wanted to recognize that on Sunday, I attended Central Baptist Church, where the senior pastor, founder, Dr. Luther B. Keith, and his wife celebrated their 45th pastoral anniversary.
That is
And
fantastic.
And it was an outstanding service. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. We're going to break.
Oh, you're gonna break it?
Treasurer wanted to make a few remarks. And they fixed my mute button here, too. But go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to mention regarding the city treasurer's income tax program is going quite well. And we've had just dozens and dozens of residents who have come to the office to get their income tax done free of charge. And normally if they went to H&R Block just for a simple return, they would charge anywhere up to $165. Again, it's for seniors whose income is $55,000 or less and that do live in the city of Inglewood, and just simply call the office at 310-412-5642 to make an appointment. We will be doing these returns up until March the 31st. Again, it's free of charge. And also, I just wanted to mention, highlight some of our outstanding employees again. And one of them, of course, is Sabrina Barnes. Sabrina Barnes have been a employee of the city for a number of years. She lives in the city of Inglewood, and she's also been very, very supportive of the Treasure City Income Tax Program as well as other programs. Just an excellent, outstanding, dedicated employee. And another one is Mark Conley, and of course, Mark, is one of the persons that maintain the maintenance of this building. He, along with Jerry Cosby, always call him Jerry Outstanding GQ Cosby, because Jerry, if you've ever seen him at any of our Christmas parties, he is always the best dressed. And can he dance? Oh, my goodness. But anyhow, these two have been long-term employees of the city, and I just want to commend them for their service. And one of the other employees I want to commend, and the most improved, in my opinion, is Raul Bravo. Raul is a senior representative of operations in the print shop. And I've never had any issue with him. He's always just been right on time for me, and I've always been very efficient. So he's definitely the most improved, and that's Raul Bravo. And Raul have a couple of daughters that's in college that's doing quite well. I think one has graduated, and one is currently in college now. And so I just want to commend these two people. And also, I have a number of officers, but I'll probably have to do that next week, because about 6 of them, I've noted a number of our officers who have been just on their JOB, helping out residents, giving directions, helping the homeless, just all kinds of just just nice gestures that our officers have taken time out to do to help out, as well as patrol our neighborhood. I'm very, very appreciative of that also. And I will give all of those names. There's about 6 of them. I will give those names next week. Mayor, that concludes my remarks. Now, wasn't I nice?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Welcome back, Wanda. Councilman Morales.
Thank you. Just briefly, Mayor, just to continue on the same spirit, I want to point out Miss Angela Williams, who showed up on Saturday with her crew. Actually, she wasn't there. She sent her crew, but to the cleanup day to prepare the Little League field for the Inglewood Little League's opening day. And the important part about that is not that they showed up. They always do that. The important part was that they did it on a 24 hours notice. And can't appreciate it enough. As your staff might have noticed, there was about 60 parents out there. And they dug deep and they fixed the field and they cleaned the snack bar that hadn't been opened in years. And, we're proud of that group, so we look forward to that. And just want to say thank you, Angela.
Right. Real quick, I got some talking points from Brian Walker and Crystal McGlover. City leadership and staff have been closely monitoring the evolving public health situation as it relates to the COVID-19 virus. And we are working closely with the LA County Department of Public Health, our Disaster Management Area Coordinator, and our Inglewood Office of Emergency Services. Most recently, the mayor, city manager, and key staff have been participating in weekly telebriefings with Barbara Ferreira, director of the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health, and city leaders from around the state. The weekly telebriefs provide timely updates, recommendations, and preventive measures to ensure the spread of the coronavirus is as limited as it can be and that our communities are as safe as they can be. As many of you may know, a public health emergency was declared by the County of Los Angeles on March 4th due to 6 confirmed cases in LA County, and to ensure appropriate funding and resources are made available. So please understand this. The declaration of an emergency is not indicative of a state of alarm. It's necessary to ensure that we receive federal funding that will go to areas that need to be served. The governor then followed with declaring a statewide emergency in order to further prepare the state and our healthcare system. These declarations are not, again, to induce undue panic or alarm, but to ensure that appropriate funding and resources are strategically directed. At this time, the city of Inglewood is covered by both of these declarations, and as of this date, LA County has now reported 20 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. The city of Inglewood has taken the following initial steps to keep our employees and visitors safe. 1, the mayor and city manager have released educational information to our employee population on the best practices for preventing contamination. Sick employees should stay home and notify their supervisors immediately. All sick absentees should be reported to HR for tracking. The city manager and the Office of Emergency Services are participating in weekly telebriefings with the LA County Public Health, elected officials, city managers, and public safety departments across the state. OES is participating in a weekly conference call and daily emails with Area G emergency managers. We're in Area G. The South Bay is divided into districts. We in the South Bay are Area G, to discuss joint preparedness and mitigation efforts. Additional cleaning staff is being assigned during business hours to disinfect public counters and high traffic areas at city facilities. Employees are responsible for their own workspaces. Hand sanitizer has been placed at all public counter spaces. Latex gloves should be used at high contact areas. Informational flyers and posters on the coronavirus and hand washing are being placed at or in all city facility lobby entrances, break rooms, bathrooms, and elevators. OES has a robust social media platform on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where we're releasing a wealth of preparedness information to our residents. We encourage all employees to follow us at Ready Inglewood. OES provides a comprehensive emergency preparedness website for all hazards at www.cityofinglewood.org/1033/Office of Emergency Services. OES is working with our media team to release a public service announcement on coronavirus awareness and preventive best practices. OES and LA County Public Health, Department of Public Health, conducted a community meeting in District 2, that's the meeting that Councilman Padilla just spoke about, on Saturday, March 7th, on coronavirus awareness and preventive best practices. That meeting was open to anyone in the city, as are any of our public meetings, no matter what the district. We publicize them citywide, and we put them up on our website. Say it again now? Oh, and events as well. The event was live streamed on Facebook and on Instagram. The LA County Department of Public Health has released the following preventive measures list for home and work. Washing your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizer if soap and water is not available. Practicing social distancing. No hugging or shaking hands. We've been doing that on the council. Persons with underlying health issues, the elderly and pregnant women should take extra precautions with regard to social distancing. Having routine cleaning practices by sanitizing workstations and doorknobs. Refraining from going to large events with many people. Encouraging people to stay home when sick. Do not come to work or to school. Healthy individuals should continue to drink plenty of fluids, including water and Gatorade, and refrain from touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Thank you very much for your attention to that. That's very important information. Now, on yesterday, we had a South Bay Council of Governments meeting where Councilman Franklin was one of the votes to accept an award of a decennial transfer of Measure R funds from the Highway Transportation Fund to the Transit Fund, that I had the Metro Board allow all Council of Governments in the county to authorize this transfer. This transfer will allow us to allocate funds for basically what's the down payment on the Inglewood Transit Connector, which we propose to be a monorail or elevated people mover that will connect the Florence and Market Street Metro Station from the Crenshaw line to the Sports Entertainment District. This project is about a $1 billion project, and we were awarded $233 million out of South Bay COG funds, which is a great start. I'll be going back to Sacramento at some point to meet with the governor to lobby for us to receive another $200 million from a transit grant the state is going to award in April. We really need to get this done, and we are going to get this done, and so that's where we are with that project. I want to thank again Brian Walker and Crystal McGlover for the excellent job they're doing in keeping us updated and prepared to deal with this coronavirus contamination that has made it into the United States of America. And now I want to close the meeting in the name of Wyoma Loretta Daniels, a longtime member, a longtime District 4 resident, and a member of the Second Mount Nebo Missionary Baptist Church, and also in the name of Ethel Reed, a 51-year resident of the city that lived in District 1. And with that, we're adjourned. Thank you.